Hello everybody and welcome to the Daily Splat for the 4th of January 2018. Today I'm answering a question from Liam. Liam, one of our viewers, has posed this question. I would like your opinion on how Prime Minister Saulius Skvernelis could help the Lithuanian economy grow into the political superpower of other European nations. Now, I think Liam might be trying to be a bit tricksy here by asking a question that I probably don't know much about, being as I'm not Lithuanian, nor have really had too much interest in the country prior. But Liam, I'm giving it a go. So hold on tight. Let's try this. So. Lithuania, for those that don't know, or the Republic of Lithuania, to give it its proper name, is a Baltic nation located in the northeastern corner of Europe. You'll find it nestled between Latvia, Belarus, Poland, and a small Russian principality that I was previously unaware of called Kaliningrad Oblast. And again, my apologies if I don't quite get the pronunciations right. Now, the Republic of Lithuania operates a political structure of a unitary, semi-presidential, representative democratic republic, whereby there is a President of Lithuania who acts as the head of state, much in the same way here in Australia we have the Queen, who is the head of state, and then they have the Prime Minister of Lithuania, who is the head of government, much in the same way Malcolm Turnbull pretends to be the head of the Australian government. Now, the current Prime Minister of Lithuania, as we previously mentioned, is Saulius Skvernelis. He took the top job towards the end of 2016, so he's been in charge for about 13-14 months now. He's the 13th Prime Minister of Lithuania and is 47, so, you know, reasonably young for a world leader, but seems to be doing okay so far. For those who are interested, he ran under the Lithuanian Farmers and Greens Union Party, who then formed a coalition to form government with the Social Democratic Party of Lithuania. Now, what are Lithuania's strengths? How are we going to turn Lithuania into an economic power that can then become a world power? Well, it's hard. It's going to be very difficult for them to do this. If you're looking at Lithuania's exports, they generated about $28 billion US, or 25 billion euros, my apologies, in 2015. Their main export partners being the European Union, who take about 60% of what they export, and Russia, which takes about 13%, based on 2016 estimates. And their main export goods are mineral products, machinery, equipment, chemicals, textiles, foodstuffs, and plastics. Not really stuff that is hard to get in terms of around the world. You know, Lithuania doesn't really have anything which makes it stand out. You look at their natural resources, and the Republic has an abundance of limestone, clay, quartz, sand, gypsum sand, and dolomite, which are great materials for, you know, making stuff like glass, ceramics, and high-quality cement, but nothing which really makes it stand out from other nations. Lithuania, quite frankly, it's going to be very hard for them to become a world superpower. And to be honest, I think the main way for them to fix that is population. Now, obviously, we have a lot of people on the planet currently, 7 billion plus, but the most powerful nations tend to have the biggest populations. You know, you look at the fact that China is a global superpower with more than 1 billion people who are Chinese. Obviously, India has a massive population. The United States is home to 320 million Americans. Lithuania, by comparison, has 2.8 million people, approximately. So it's about the size of 2 Adelaides, to use an Australian context. It's about the population of 2 Adelaides. And when you compare it to other EU countries, it currently sits 34th on the list with its 2.8 million. It's slap bang in between Armenia and Albania, neither of which are superpowers within the European Union. And to be honest, you look at the countries which are the superpowers, and they have got the biggest populations. You've got Russia with a whopping 144 million people. Germany second with 81 million people. Turkey, who are a bit of an interesting one when it comes to the European Union and where they currently are at politically, but they have just shy of 80 million people. France, 66.9 million people. Even though they're leaving the EU, the United Kingdom has 65 million people, which is kind of why it's a big deal that they're leaving, because they are one of the larger powers. You know, if it was Malta that were leaving and doing a Molxit of some kind, there probably wouldn't be as much hullabaloo. Other countries like Italy have 60 million, Spain have 46 million. You know, these are all countries which have more of a say within the European Union. They have the big populations. So ultimately, Lithuania's best bet of becoming an economic superpower is by creating essentially more people to do more jobs and do more things and slowly make the country into an economic superpower. That's my basic 5-minute version, Liam. I don't know why you asked me this question, but that is the best answer I can give you. Is that the Prime Minister of Lithuania, Mr. Saulius Skvernelis, needs to encourage his people to breed and probably breed quickly if we want to see something within our lifetimes. That's all for today. If you have any questions, and I think you'll see, I do mean any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. But that's all for today, so until tomorrow, bye-bye!